Hello, welcome to Indieformer, your hub for everything indie. In this video, we'll be going through some free games from itch.io that were released this August that you can play right now. When you actually take the time to go through itch, there's a lot of good content there. So in no particular order, let's get into it. The shortest game of the bunch, Resurgence, can be completed in about 30 minutes. Traverse a post-apocalyptic city ravaged by an unknown virus in search of safety, all in 8-bit glory. This game isn't a technical marvel and doesn't introduce anything new. The zombie story has been told by everyone. Yet this game pulls everything back and just makes it about the player. No close-up shots of zombies, no jump scares, it's just really simple. Your aim is to make it to the Sanctum, and on the way you need to find food and water to keep your health up. You walk across buildings, opening doors, climbing ladders to find a safe route to your destination. The soundtrack is very fitting for this story. Every so often you hear a sting in the music that reminds you that this is a rotting planet, and that hope is non-existent. I don't want to get too in-depth with this story because it's worth the 30 minutes of playtime. If you have the time to spare, give this a go. The indie game legend 3D tasks you with rescuing indie developers. They've been taken hostage and are being forced to create games. So your commander, a hairless guinea pig, says you need to go through this sci-fi world to find them. This game has everything from bosses to upgrade shops to Easter eggs with a nice original chiptune soundtrack. The game is quite simple. Walk into a room, shoot enemies, and walk into the next. Some rooms are puzzles that you need to figure out, and some are just full of hordes of enemies. The version on itch.io features 3 of the 9 areas because this is an alpha demo and is only available for a limited time. They plan on releasing this in early 2019, but if you want an earlier look, this NES-inspired shooter Vania will be in the description. Tower defense game that puts you right in the action. You need to run around and construct towers to defend your castle. Waves of enemies come through and you need to upgrade your towers so they can fend them off. And any enemies low enough, you can swing in for the final blow. I only played through the first level, but can see myself getting stuck into this for hours. Each level is a new castle and location, featuring forest, desert and snow-clad biomes. You can enjoy this with a friend locally, but be careful because all of your resources are shared, so communication is key. Duke of Defense was published to itch.io because there was a Kickstarter campaign running. Unfortunately, they didn't meet their goal. They were raising funds to put towards music, programming and art, all of which I think are bearable at the moment, but nonetheless could do with some work. But this was all extra funding. They're planning to fully release it in October 2018 on PC and the Switch, so go and try before you buy. A 3D crawling platformer about ordinary people's exhausting lives. Avoid comfy pillows, destroy photo frames and flower pots, wrestle with vacuum cleaners, and fight the drowsiness. You need to keep your sense meter up, because if it drops too low you'll fall into a deep sleep and you'll need to restart the level. Yet another exhausting day is an annoyingly difficult puzzle game. I didn't get to the end of it because I was so frustrated with trying to get through the levels. It's a great concept and has ridiculously easy controls. You only need to use the mouse. The visuals are great, the music is soothing. But beware that this isn't as casual as it looks. You'll need to really focus when you want to complete these levels. So if you enjoy that challenge, give it a crack. The game I put the most hours into, and will probably continue to play, is Monster Sanctuary. Monster taming meets Metroidvania. Turn-based combat, monster skills, items, and a depth that I did not expect. The idea is to combine monster collecting and exploring. Although quite a basic exploration, it's filled with puzzles, chests, and champion monsters along the way. Beginning the game, you are the youngest heir of an ancient bloodline of proud monster keepers, and you are to follow in your ancestors' footsteps. There are events happening in this world that are worrying the keepers of the Monster Sanctuary, so this is a journey of figuring out the cause of the mystery that threatens the peace between humans and monsters. Overall, this game is quite balanced, and reminds me of Pokemon. From what I've played, your monsters don't evolve, but they become stronger as they level up. I got to a point in this game where I lost track of time and forgot that this was a free demo. It's been in development since 2015 and is going to continue. They're planning a Kickstarter in September 2018, and I'll be sure to let you know next month when it begins. The planned release date for this game is 2020, so it's still got time to go. Although the itch version is an early development build, it's actually really good. Those were 5 of the best that were released this August, and we're only halfway through the month. So anything after this point has a chance at making it into next month's video. Let me know if you enjoyed this video below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time here on Indieformer.